We can all agree that CSGO is one of the greatest tac shooters of all time. That's not up for debate. What is up for debate, though, are the maps. You see, Global Offensive's maps are equally as legendary as they are controversial. Even the best maps have their problems, and even the worst have their definite quirks. That's why today, we are finally going to rank CSGO's maps from worst to best. History and legacy are important, but for the most part, we'll be looking at how they play competitively. And while CSGO does have a ton of maps, we don't have time for them all. So we'll just be ranking maps that have been played at a major. Before we do that, I want to remind you all to sub to the channel and turn on notifications. And if you haven't done it yet, head over to twitch.tv/theScore esports and follow us there so you never miss a stream. Now, without further ado, let's rank CSGO's maps from worst to best. Starting off the list is our least favorite map, Ancient.
What am I hitting?
Now, this might seem unfair since Ancient is the newest map to the pool. It hasn't had enough time to become anybody's favorite, but that doesn't take away the fact that there are some glaring issues. On top of general visibility issues, people are still experiencing low frame rates and texture pop-ins. But most importantly, the bomb sites are two of the worst in the entire game. And yes, I know Valve updated them, but the boundaries are still too hazardous. Utility never feels like enough to take either site, and in post-plant situations, they feel boxy and needlessly claustrophobic. It's no surprise it's currently the most CT-sided map at the pro level.
I can see how that works. 15 to 8, 24th round.
Oh, no, that's his own Molotov.
Yeah.
That's his own Molotov.
Oh no, it's a disaster. They get the Molotov kill on Sip, but it is probably too late here. Pistols left, 2 versus 4. Astralis in absolutely fine form today.
Ancient just isn't Valve's best work. We waited so long for just a single new map, and it just feels underwhelming. Up next is Valve's Forgotten Castle, Cobblestone.
Maybe he's been practicing hard. Maybe he knows the secrets.
Okay, we need JW Cam because I don't care what else happens.
No. Oh no! That was made for JW, but no, he can't get anything out of it.
To be clear, we are talking about old Cobble here. New Cobble is a disgrace and should never be played out of protest, not even in Wingman. That being said, old Cobble might not have been that great either. Aesthetically, Cobble was in a class of its own. It's been home to some of the most awesome pro plays, and it's the only map with actual deep lore. But actually playing it was kind of a slog.
Cobblestone? Because we don't play it, but I also feel like when you watch a Cobble game, it's really boring.
A lot of matches were boiled down to the same executions and utility dumping. There were only a few pro teams that actually found unique ways to play the map, which is really a shame since there was clearly so much effort put into this map. I mean, there are entire areas full of detail that basically go unseen. Cobblestone is a great map, it's just in the wrong game. Our next map is CSGO's skyscraper of dreams and nightmares, Vertigo.
Device is going to be feeling a bit frustrated for himself. Over-peaking that angle ends up costing him. You can see here, takes that shot, but the smoke grenade killed him? Okay then.
No, did that really happen?
That really happened.
Vertigo is a difficult map to describe. You see, on one hand, it sucks. You can go the whole match without stepping foot on B site. There are some cheesy ass angles that you'll constantly forget to check, and T's are basically down a man since they have to sacrifice one player to watch the dozens of potential flanks. And if that wasn't enough, you can also fall off the map.
Cold's there alone now, pushing us closer and closer to overtime. Oh no! He has done it! Coldzera has fallen! The first player to fall on land.
But at the same time, it's one of the most vertical maps in the game. No map is quite as unique, which is probably why there are some people who literally call it Vertigoat because they like it so much. But there's a lot more people who will curse it to the day they die.
I just don't like it fundamentally. I feel like it's a lot of A executes, and then the fact that you can hear everything like literally a level below just does not make sense to me at all.
In 7th place is a map nearly as old as the game itself, Dust 2.
Doesn't make any sound cues here, and Simple on the other side of the smoke. They're going to try and split towards B.
One shot connecting. No! You can't do that! Ridiculous! He's showboating!
If this list was only about the most iconic maps, Dust 2 would be number 1. But we're looking at much more than that. And Dust 2 has some problems. First of all, taking either site is kind of a nightmare. It's very difficult for Tees to gather any meaningful info safely, so trying to take long control or pop out B can feel impossible.
No flash, however. It's gotta be big. DGT draws attention. Max has got the lineup. 2
2 kills for him, a potential 3rd, and it's all max all day!
Not to mention mid, it blows. For over 20 years, CTs were burning utility and getting spammed through mid doors. Valve patched it, but we think it might be worse now. With the view obstructed, CTs can now take mid control and abuse lower tons just seconds into the round.
Decoy play from Simple, hoping to lure them in.
2 in lower. Bit Perfecto about to have company.
Oh, this is fast. This is so fast. And down goes Bit. Oh my god, Masuta!
Look, we'll always love Dust 2. Just admit it to yourself. Competitively, it's not that great. Up next is Train, carrying us safely into 6th place.
25 seconds left, op in hand. And now position known. Great anticipation of Fallen's peak. Sees the player on the train and knows there's another in the office. He's just dancing around the ladder. He's being pinched though. There is a second player in Taco trying to find him. 10 seconds in Alu? Are you kidding me? This would be the 1v4.
Did you hear him?
Did Coldzera get hidden?
Yep, he did.
Oh my god!
Maybe it's recency bias, but goddamn we missed Train. Sure, people didn't really play it that much, but it was actually really good. The map was extremely fun to op on. Long corridors made aim battles really exciting, and the trains themselves added for some fascinating gameplay. And thanks to those trains and how open each site was, we got to watch some pretty intense post-plant situations.
And just the pistols to play with. They needed the kill. Guardian's got to make up for it. He's tapping in, but he can't find it. Fallen's on the defuse. Fallen is on the defuse. The lineup, he's still there. It's done. He doesn't have the ammo. He's holding it. Oh! Guardian!
But the map had its issues. Ladder room was a nuisance that required a lot of manpower to handle, and honestly felt too important for how the round played out considering how small the area was. On top of that, B site was pretty difficult to 5-man rush due to its narrow entryways. Charging head-on could lead to some unfortunate situations.
Only caveat that they have for that strategy, and that's the fake it and go inner.
Is it going to be the classic win?
Close it out on Eco. Eco with the 3K. Make it 4 with the 5-7.
All that being said, Train is a solid map. Listen, Valve, if you want to add Train back and take Ancient out, we'll act like nothing ever happened. Breaking us into the top 5 is Inferno, CSGO's most high-stakes arena.
Freiburg's not gone, and he will show himself at the right moment, which is a headshot onto Bialy. He will eventually go down at the hands of Pasha. They're 3 frags away now, Virtus Pro, as they will move the bomb in, and it'll be Fifth Laren and Exist to come charging in, and Snacks to go mowing them down. One more will do it for Virtus Pro. It's all on Forest. He gets the first. He doesn't get the second. Virtus Pro have won.
Inferno is great. It's one of the most balanced maps in the game, and you can play it at any pace. Also, some of CSGO's biggest scores were settled here.
Guardian waits patiently as Cloud9 sets the push up. Oh, it's happened! They made it work!
That being said, the map is not a good time in lower ranks or pugs. If you get teamed up with people who just refuse to play the map how it's intended, you're probably gonna get rolled. And if you're not playing well, it can be one of the most frustrating maps in the game.
Alright, I'm leaving now. Catch you guys later. GG's. This game.
Coming up next is everyone's second favorite nuclear-themed map, Cache.
Dennis is extremely good on these pistols to start that momentum off. Fast play, very fast play, and there it is! Oh my god, Dennis on cue, on point, all 3 kills again. I'm done. Don't even buy guns. Just this guy could use a USB for the entire game, and I would be convinced, because G2 certainly has to be convinced it might be the ace to Dennis with an absolutely perfect round.
Look, you either love Cache or you hate it. If you're a pug star and prefer raw aim duels, then yeah, you'll probably love it. But if you want a map that lets you be creative and pull off unique strategies, Cache is gonna leave you wanting more.
Lately, I feel like Cache is nothing varies on that map. It's always the same. Like you throw the same smokes, you throw the same flashes.
That said, for a map that has been played professionally since 2019, Cache has some pretty damn memorable plays. Hiko's Tech 9 clutch, the Shroud boost, the body wall bang. The list literally goes on and on.
Very, very quickly by Titan. Oh my god, Nico gets 3, 4! Oh my lungs, I don't believe it! And what on earth has just happened as Deagle is on fire and Shox is gonna walk into it as well. Nico is on fire.
On the podium in 3rd place is the sweatiest map in the game, Mirage.
Electronic looking for the cleanest finish. He's been turned on. Zywoo, no health really, but he's still hitting shots. He's already got 3 and 4 and 5 and oh my god, Zywoo!
Okay, let's get it out of the way. Mirage is overplayed, and honestly, it's pretty boring at this point. But at the same time, we owe a lot to this map. Competitively, it's where most people truly learned how to play the game seriously.
Legendary map, for sure. Every time I think about playing CS with friends, Face it, and I always want to have Mirage first.
Mirage managed to take the best parts of other maps and improve upon them, making it one of the most versatile maps in the game. And historically, Mirage has always been extremely balanced, making it the perfect place for matchmaking solo queuers and sweaty Face-It stacks. At the pro level, all these factors made the map a litmus test for teams looking to become champions. You didn't need to have a good Mirage, you needed to have a great Mirage.
Seized in the open, nearly gets caught toward the sandwich is Pasha, and he will go down eventually on the repeat, but not before Stacks gets one. Flamey's on it, you called it, they're on the defuse, it's a championship inside smoke! Navi!
So sure, you can argue that the map has run its course, but you can't argue that Mirage isn't one of the most formative and well-made maps in Global Offensive. Our official second best CSGO map of all time is Nuke.
Nasty stuff, but Simple's gonna get himself. Oh! That is something special.
It took a couple of tries, but Nuke is finally one of the best maps in CSGO. Like Vertigo, it's extremely unique, but in the places where Vertigo fails, Nuke succeeds. Nuke's verticality actually works, and it makes gunfights dynamic. There's also a ton of ways to attack, rotate, and retake. It calls for improvisation and strats that think outside the box.
You don't have flashes, and this is how these rounds can be hamstrung. Look at the play. My God, you are double boosting Silo into another boost in heaven. Forget wrapping the rafters. That is the quickest way to heaven I have ever seen.
In fact, there's only one thing that really holds Nuke back from being the best map in CSGO. It's the audio issues. Since the bomb sites are stacked on top of each other, it can be hard for some players to discern where certain sounds are coming from. There are solutions, but even some pros have a tough time with it.
If it wasn't for that double kill from Shox, triple kill make that beautiful round on the defense.
Wow.
But you could see the idea behind that from Astralis. Get that plant down so quickly. You have someone lurking hut, you have Device lurking in ramp room. Wait.
He's the only one with the kit. What are they doing? They're not finding the bomb. No.
No one's defusing.
No.
Oh,
there could be
please God.
absolutely no way.
This can't be real.
Oh. No, G2.
Holy shit.
This can't be real.
How have they done that?
No.
But Nuke is still one of the most complex maps in the game, and its limitless skill ceiling makes it endlessly entertaining. Just maybe don't ask Nico how he feels about it. And finally, our greatest map in CSGO history is Overpass.
Device. I don't know, the bell is ringing. Might be the train bell, but certainly ringing for Astralis right here. 1 versus 4, and he's gonna get a headshot. Follow. Oh, what? No way!
Overpass is one of those few maps in gaming that truly has something for everyone. Want to have long-range duels? You got it. You want to play up close and personal? You're covered. You can go in guns blazing or be methodical in your approach. Unlike other maps, you don't have to depend on utility and executes, meaning your creativity will always be rewarded.
One would assume, but there's still so much time you can't. Oh,
what is this?
This is
something new.
It is.
Oh my God!
They're gonna get the kill. This game just keeps on giving. Guardian's taken down FNX, and he's... Oh, I was gonna say not done yet, but Coull just ducks under. He's down to 25. And they were just trying to piece that together. Coull just peeking that safely, thinking, oh, hang on. He's finished the job he started, takes down Cold.
Some people think that Overpass is too big, but we think it's a good thing. Not only does its size allow for long rotates and methodical strategy, it also gives skilled players the space they need to make some truly unbelievable plays.
Twist is still at the bottom of the stairs for a fast flank, but they remain a man down. And 31 seconds, Nitro changes that with the first and the second. Looking so He gets a third, looking for the fourth. Doesn't even matter at this point. Stewie's on it. Nitro's got that point. What a round on the AWP.
Well, folks, that's all for today. Remember, ranking maps is extremely subjective, so make sure you let us know how much you disagree with us in the comments. Also, let us know if there's any other rankings you want to see us do. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. My favorite map by far in the history of Counter-Strike is D-Rats, like a community-made map, you know, like a shrunken version of yourself in a kitchen. CTs would spawn in the fridge, terrorists would spawn in the cupboard. It was like I remember I would go home and just play the map like for hours. Counter-Strike's is not that game anymore. It's not about having fun. It's about being as sweaty as possible.